Imagine this. What if the very thing that's slowly destroying you could be the key to your ultimate power? Every obsession, every forbidden desire you bury deep inside, it doesn't disappear. It waits. It festers. And eventually it controls you. Carl Jung called this your shadow. A hidden force shaping your fears, your addictions, your regrets. But here's the truth no one tells you. If you don't learn how to master your desires, they will master you. And they'll do it quietly. In this video, you'll discover how to transform your darkest cravings into relentless strength. Power that no one can take from you. Stay with me. Because by the end of this, you'll never look at your own mind the same way again. Carl Jung believed that every person carries a shadow. It's the part of yourself you refuse to acknowledge. The hidden chamber of your mind where shameful, selfish, and primal desires live. The need for power. The hunger for validation. The craving for dominance. You deny them, you hide them, and you pretend they don't exist. But what you bury rules you. Jung warned, the more you suppress your desires, the more violently they control your life from the shadows. It shows up as addiction, as obsession, as quiet misery at 2 a.m. when the world sleeps and your mind won't. That constant hunger for something you can't name, it's your shadow whispering. The more you push it away, the more it consumes you. You scroll endlessly through distractions. You chase approval from people you secretly resent. You numb yourself with habits that drain your strength. But none of it kills the hunger. Because the shadow isn't meant to be destroyed. It's meant to be faced. This is where your suffering begins, and where your transformation starts. You cannot conquer the world if you haven't first conquered the war within. And this war starts with your desire. Why do you keep sabotaging yourself? Why, when you're inches away from progress, do you pull yourself back into darkness? The answer lies in the parts of you you refuse to confront. Schopenhauer wrote that human suffering comes not from what we lack, but from the restless nature of desire itself. The craving, the chasing, the agony of never enough. When you deny your desires, they don't vanish. They twist into something darker. An anxious compulsion. A gnawing emptiness. You procrastinate not because you're lazy, but because you fear what success might reveal about you. You fear being seen. You fear being rejected. So you stall. You delay. You numb. Kafka described this life perfectly. A man trapped in invisible chains, terrified of his own freedom. That's you when your desires remain unclaimed. It surfaces as rage toward others, envy at those who risk what you refuse to, or endless nights numbing yourself with distractions, substances, or pointless obsessions. Desire denied is a poison. It will rot your courage, fracture your identity, and drown you in quiet despair. Unless you decide to turn and face it. Unless you dare to master it. The real war isn't out there. It's inside you. So how do you stop this war from devouring you? How do you turn the thing that's been your curse into your greatest weapon? The answer is integration. Carl Jung called it individuation, the process of becoming whole by confronting, accepting, and mastering your shadow. You don't kill your desires. You don't bury them. You harness them. Desire is pure, raw energy. Left untamed, it consumes you. But when directed, it becomes obsession, discipline, power. Nietzsche wrote, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Desire is your why. It's the fuel for everything. The problem isn't your craving for power, respect, success, or intimacy. The problem is pretending you don't. The person who denies their ambition rots in envy. The person who embraces it rises. Turn your anger into fuel. Turn your loneliness into obsession. Turn your anxiety into relentless creation. The greatest minds did this. Machiavelli, Nietzsche, Kafka, men who stared into their own abyss and built empires of thought with what they found there. Ambition isn't toxic. Suppression is. The desire for power isn't evil. It's natural. What you do with it defines you. When you name your hunger, it stops haunting you. When you claim it, it stops sabotaging you. When you redirect it, you become untouchable. Power belongs to those who master their own chaos. And your chaos is your key. This isn't motivational fluff. This is survival. If you don't weaponize your desire, someone else will. The world isn't kind to the passive. It devours the ones who refuse to own themselves. And right now, your shadow is waiting for you to decide who you are. Look at history's most relentless minds. Nietzsche was plagued by isolation, chronic illness, and rejection. Yet he transformed his suffering into philosophy that shattered the foundations of Western thought. Kafka lived in quiet torment, drowning in anxiety and self-doubt. But he turned his darkness into words that still haunt us today. Power is born in pain, when you refuse to be its victim. This isn't about pretending to be fearless. It's about recognizing your fears and choosing to move through them. Use your envy as a compass. The people you secretly resent? They're doing what you're too afraid to attempt. The lives you obsess over? They reveal what you refuse to claim for yourself. Productivity isn't just about waking up at 5 a.m. or cold showers. It's about obsession. Find one thing you crave so deeply it burns. Then let it consume you. Let it become your reason to improve, to endure, to create. Machiavelli taught that power isn't granted, it's taken. And it begins by conquering your own mind. When you command your desire, you command your future. The ones who win aren't the ones without fear or doubt. They're the ones who turn their darkness into obsession, into strategy, into relentless, unshakable drive. That's your task now. Desire left uncontrolled destroys. Desire mastered builds. Most will live enslaved by shadows they refuse to face. But not you. You're here because your shadow led you, because deep down you crave more. You crave power, transformation, control. This is your moment. The choice to stop running. To stop denying your hunger. To stop letting fear dictate your life. Remember, power isn't given. It's forged in the darkness within. You've seen the path. Now walk it. If this spoke to something inside you, don't let it fade away. Subscribe, join this journey, and learn how to turn your pain into power, your desire into destiny. Because here in the shadows we don't just survive, we conquer. Your transformation starts now.